freeing all sentient beings. And then you can add, if you choose, 3 daimokas. Namu renge kyo, Namu renge kyo, Namu renge kyo. So today I will have you all process in with us.
Sorry, things like it.
That's fine. We're going to go like this. We're going to go right here. Kaishin, you'll be right here. You'll just process to the point of sitting down until you have to leave. So Zenshin, Kaishin, James, John, and then Keith. Do you want to know? Yes.
Does he have his pants? No?
Melissa, don't stress. That's my number one thing for you today. No matter what he does, it's not a reflection on you. You don't have to feel bad. It's not going to ruin anything. Same for you. Okay?
Really? You're not going to stress?
Well, I am, but...
I'm saying it's more for him than for you. But I want you not to worry about it either. So that way if he gets upset later, you can be like, well, probably you. Okay, so let's all kind of come in a little tighter. John, if you'll be on that side right there. Here's how we will process. We will start by Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, we'll all bow. And then Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, I'll start with Keith, John, James, Kaishin, Zenshin, myself. All you're going to do is go up to the front, bow to the mandala, and take your seat. And that's all you really have to do. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
So, then John?
It's going to go left, right,
Okay.
from my perspective. So Keith goes, John goes, you go, Kaishin goes, Zenshin
Okay.
goes, I go. Right? Again, this is normally stuff that's left for Shami and things like that, but we're a lay-led organization, so everybody gets roped in. Okay?
It's gonna take-
Namu Myoho Renge Kyo.
Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo.
Dokoge. Now we burn incense in regard to the precepts, meditation, and emancipation. May the light and fragrant cloud of this incense pervade the Dharma world. We offer this incense to the countless Buddhas of the worlds of the 10 directions. May we be able to see, hear, and partake of the fragrance of the world of tranquil extinction. Thank you all for coming. As you know, each Sunday, I like to have some sort of teaching from the week, and something that we can use going forward. And I think one of the things that makes Buddhism so unique, and for me, this has come up this week several times, is that the onus is put on the individual. You must take responsibility for your own actions. Your moral foundation in Buddhism is not based on whether or not you are going to be rewarded or punished for your actions. Buddhism is less concerned about the right and the wrong of an action and more concerned about which is cause and effect, which takes out the moral distinction between right and wrong. There are times when we see people who do wrong things seem to appear to receive beneficial action. However, inevitably, cause and effect has its result. I don't mean in a karmic sense that you're going to be punished, but that if you perform an action long enough to another individual or entity, they will eventually start to perceive that that is the action that they will get from you. If I slapped James in the head every time I saw him, he would eventually start flinching every time he saw him. That would just be a matter of cause and effect. The way that we treat people around us is a result of cause and effect too. I was told once, in a very flippant and offhanded manner when I first got married, that your wife is who you make her. And I thought, well, this is a very sexist kind of jerky thing to say. But I tried to look at it deeper, is that the people around you are who you make them. You reinforce the person that they see and the reactions that they have through your every action and reaction. If you don't take ownership yourself as being the most influential person in your entire universe, then you're going to forever put it off on something or someone else as to why things aren't working out for you. You are literally the center of your universe, in the sense that no one sees the universe through your eyes. No one truly appreciates the universe in the way that you do. Your pain, your joy, your whatever. Therefore, you have to take responsibility that the things that are going on around you are also part of your responsibility as well, good or bad. You could say your karma. Some people would say, oh, well, you know, I live in a crappy neighborhood because of my karma. Well, that seems kind of crappy, like that's not nice. But that just means that's your cause and effect. That's what you're having to deal with right now. But you yourself are the most influential person in that universe. Because it's you that will color how everything is perceived. You will color it as to whether or not it's perceived as negative, positive, or neutral. As Buddhism places things into those three categories. Your reactions to anything will be colored through those three lenses, for yourself and for others. If I reacted through a lens of this is negative, with the stick, well, then that would create a different lens for everyone in this room at that particular point. Everyone would view Julian and noise and the stick through the lens of this is a negative situation. If I view it in a positive situation, wonderful, Julian, great job with the stick. Right? Well, then now everyone's looking at it. His parents are proud of Julian. Julian's good with sticks. You know, way to go, Julian. Right? Or if I view it as a neutral situation, where it is just part of things, Jiso, ultimate reality as it is. That also is the lens through which people see it. But in the end, I have to take responsibility that I help to contextualize that. That is, again, what the Lotus Sutra does for us. It's recontextualizing the situation. That I can view these things as being negative, positive, neutral. But I can also recontextualize them to be integral and universal for everyone here and now. What I'm going through now is absolutely imperative and part of the process that I've been assured of becoming a Buddha. But my becoming a Buddha is taking responsibility for my actions and helping to create a better universe, so to speak, of more Buddhas. You can't create another Buddha by creating an other and saying you're bad. You create other Buddhas by inspiring the bodhicitta, their aspiration towards enlightenment. That doesn't mean making them enlightened. It means inspiring them towards the idea that this might be a good thing. But in the end, it's the reinforcing of you taking responsibility for your actions having a cause and effect on other beings outside of yourself. How do I cause all sentient beings to enter into the unsurpassed way? Enter into bodhicitta, the unsurpassed way, nobody can know the infinite, wonderful Dharma of the universe, and quickly become Buddhas. Quickly implies now, here. Not over there, here. And at its core, so much of what Buddhism is about teaching you that the now is perfect as it is. And it's us differentiating and separating into positive, negative, and neutral that causes it to be something other than what it is. The word red is red because we agree to use the term, but is it inherently R-E-D? You know? We've agreed on this construct. We've all recently agreed on the construct in the last few years that Kanyu is this construct, as opposed to Cody. Right? But this construct is no more Cody or Kanyu or, Boo as anybody else. But what this construct has to take responsibility for is that my actions, my thoughts, can create reactions and thoughts, all of these things. And that the first and foremost thing that I have to do is take responsibility that I am the most influential person in my universe. Therefore, I need to take ownership of the words that come out of my mouth, own my tone, and realize that the whole purpose of this is to help others reach their highest potential. Therefore, I reach my highest potential. So I can be a butcher, a computer programmer, a teacher. I can be all of these things and understand that that is not the focus of my life. The focus of my life is helping others reach their highest potential, whatever that may be. Preferably that they see that their highest potential is bringing out the highest potential in other beings selflessly. The thing that makes our practice so unique is that it is literally about giving it away. We have this simple practice of chanting a mantra, Namu yo horenge kyo, I take refuge in the Lotus Sutra, the wonderful law. But why? Because it fulfills every aspect of Buddhist practice in one. It's a Zen koan. It's a mantra also that helps you focus. It is the breakdown of all the sutras into one. It is all the teachings of the Buddha wordlessly transmitted, but in a manner that we can't even keep it for ourselves technically, because all it's really there for is to dedicate to other beings. When we chant, we believe that it changes the world around us, that anyone who hears even a syllable of it is assured of enlightenment. Today I was at Wegmans getting the flowers, and there's this nice lady at this little separate little kiosk right there. All she does is just check out coffee people. That's it, just coffee. Here's a cup, here's coffee. And if you got something else, she'll check you out for it, no problem. And I watch her. Every person that came in, she's like, good morning. And good morning. It's So I go over there. I'm just like, good morning. And she's like, good morning to you too. She's like, isn't it great today? I was like, yeah, it is. She's just like, these people are frowning, but they got money. Right? They're here. They're shopping. Yeah, you got to go shopping, but 6 feet up. You're not 6 feet down. This is great. Great day. I was like, this is a great day. Totally. And right then I realized the greatest gift that I could do is just say, you know what? Namu go. I really appreciate you. She's just like, what is that? I was like, that's like me saying thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and it's what you're doing. Telling everybody to smile. Thanks, man. That's my gift to you. She was like, great, cool. So what I realized in that point was not that I was there to convert the woman, but that was my way of paying her back for expressing everything that's there. She wanted the aspiration for enlightenment for all beings. She just wanted people to see the joy in the moment. She was acting and was a Buddha in that moment. And I was like, wow, thank you. And they're everywhere. They're all around us. Right? Buddhas aren't made. They exist. We all touch it through Ichinen and Sanzen. You can go from Hell 9 to Buddha 9 in a heartbeat. Which means that Buddha's always there. Which is the reason why we chant Namu Gekyo. Because when we're chanting this and we're chanting together, we're Buddhas in that moment, because we're only focused on one thing, like how can I cause all sentient beings to enter in the unsurpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? We're dedicating everything to everybody else. Like we have the love of the parent for everyone at that point. We have the love of the teacher for everyone at that point. We have the love of the sovereign for everyone at that point. And at that point, we're entering in the room of the Tathagata and having great compassion, because we love everybody. It's for everyone. We're putting on the robe of the Tathagata because we're having great patience that eventually, one day, everyone's going to become enlightened. And we're going to sit on the seat of the Tathagata, understanding that everything is empty. Everything is transitory. So today, think about that. Let's start with some silent meditation. Place your hands and hold tight. Find the roof of your mouth, roll your shoulders back, so it's nice and straight. Your spine, hold your weight, everything hang down, relax. Just breathe. Please turn to page 5. Should we move down and look at it? Invocation. Honor be to the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones revealed by our founder Nichiren Shonin. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past.
Honor be to the Sutra of the Lotus Flower, the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of the quality, the great wisdom, the one vehicle. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren, shown and dispatched by our original Buddha. Honor be to Mary Ajahn Nichichi, shown in the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protected deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out of your compassion towards us. See us with the light of your wisdom and accept our offering of chanting the sutra and Namu Myo Renge Kyo.
Please turn to page 9. Verses for opening the sutra. The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra.
This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of aeons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and teach this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great vehicle is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounding is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as the perfume is caught by something good nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can expiate our past transgressions, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It does not matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or slander it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, birth after birth, world after world.
Please turn to page 11. Oenge Kyo, Oben Tonai ni, Iji Seizan,
Shoeizan Mayanjo Nikito Shari Asu Shoku Shien Jin Jin Uyo Shien Nan Nan Yu Sai So Yabu Shi Shu Shoku No Shoku Shada Busu So Shin Yabu Sen Man Roku Shu Shou Busu Jin Yo Shou Busu Yo Shou Yu Yo Shou Jin Yo Shou Fu Wan Yo Shu Jin Jin Ni Shou Ji Ji Shou Setsu Ji Shu Nan Ge Shai Asu Go Shu Shou Fu Shi Dai Shu Ju Lin and Shu Ju Li Ju O Wen Gong Shou Fu Shu O Wen Yin Shou Shu Shou Yo Li Shou Yaku Shou Li Sha Da Yo Dai O Ben Shi Ken Haram Su Dai Ju Song Shai Asu Yo Dai Chi Ken O Dai Jin Mon Tu Yo Tu Ke Li Mu Shou Li Zen Shou Se Just Nan An Jin Yu Tu Sai Shou Ju Li Sai Jin Shou O Dai Asu Yo Dai Yo Ju Ju Kun Desu Yo Se Shou Ho Bon Ji Yu Nan Ye Ta Shu Shin Shai Asu Shu Yo Wan Ji Tu Yo Tu En Mi So Tu O Tu Shi Yo Ju Shi Shai Asu Shu Shu Tu Shou Li Sha Da Shou Shou Tu Dai Ke Nan Ge Shi Yo Yui Busu Yo Busu Nai No Bu Shou Ji So Shou Li Shou Yo Se So Yo Se So Yo Se Tai Yo Se Yi Yo Se Sa Yo Se Yo Se Yo Se Ka Yo Se Ho Yo Se Shokyo Shoko Shuru Yo Yaku Sennan Toku Saya Soki Yose Okyo Ke Mushu Yoku Shujo Yonyu Okushu Niyo Shujo Omen Genne Hanki Shujo Shuji Seppo Kajo Shujo Nijo Jinju Rijo Endo Shujo Sui Konji Shuken Shuken Yamashujo Koku Yoshari Kenai Endo Nisho Matsugo Shinjujo Kishin Kushi Nyu Nani Shin Yokuren Kusuki Shakushin Yo Chiya Shushu So Shushu Yo Shusen Yari Go Shujo Yosai Shu Natsuki Ogen Rio Ken Shu Natsu Natsu Yo Koku Shujo Shujo Shin Yo Shara Mu O Ichi Setsu Yo No To Mon Chi Anji Na Shujo Kaken Sho Shujo Mosu Sai O Ku Nai O Ku Ni Genshin Yo Go Sho Katsu Go Jingo Shin Ren Go Nai Sui Seppo Jinju Iko Se O Wa So Ji O Dai Do Chu Shen Chu Yo Sho Chu Sho Chu Jo Ken Ko Jin Dai Na Do Sho Ji Cha Ji Do Man Non Chen Chu Jo Chu Man Non Ren Jo Do Katsu Chu Chu O Jo Man O Chu Ta De Ta Chu Jo Jo Chu Raku Jo Ten Gaku Ten Ku Jo Ta Chu Ji Gaku Man Da Da Te San Chu Chu Dai Chu Ta Jo Do Ku Ki Ni Shu Ten Jo Jin Ku Chu Jo Ku Jo Jo Sei Chu Chu Man Te Jo Dai Chu Jo Ki Yaku Go En En Ta So Ki Go Chu Mon San Mo Jo Jo Ku Chu Chu Dong Chu Wa Chi Chi Sa So Dai En Da Shin Dai Chi Sa Ho Wa Ji Ji Chu Sa Chu 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 Jo Ku Nai En Ku Na Chi Sa Chu Chu Nam Chi Ka Chi Jo Ten Te Go Jo Mu Yo Chu Jo Chu Chu Go Chu Chu Go Jo Do Yo To Chi Sa Mo To Chi Jo Chi To Ran Jo Yo Jin Chu Chu Jo Ri Ren Mo Den Chi Jo Chi Jo Dai Ni Gon Chi Chu Jo Se Go Ta Yaku Chi Se Gu Chu Jo Ku Den Ja Ni Gon Ku Den Jo Chu Dai Ni Gon Su Chi Jo Den Ja Ko Ni Sho Jo Chi Shin Ho Chu Yaku Go Yoku Da O Aku Go Chu Da Jo Chi Shu Jo Jo Do Ku Jo Do Sui Yo So Ta No Chi Se Chu Chu O Mai Chi Sa Se Nen Ni Ya Yo Shu Jo Toku Nyu Nyu Go Go Toku Jo Shu Shu Shi.
Please turn to page 62 and we'll return to Unso, devotion. The wonderful truth expounded in the Lotus Sutra, whose Odaimoku now changes what the past Buddhas taught, the present Buddhas are teaching, and the future Buddhas shall teach. It is the great Dharma, true and pure, the propagation of which was transmitted primarily to Bodhisattva Jogyo by Buddha and not sacred eagle. Once we chant Nam Myo Renge Kyo, We shall attain the right view that the 3,000 worlds exist in our minds just as they are. The pure light of tranquil light shall be made manifest in our sight, and together with all other beings we shall enjoy living in the land of truth. May the sound of our chanting the old Daimoku permeate the whole world, be offered to the three treasures, and be bestowed on all beings. May all beings enter the world of the one reality, the great vehicle. May the Buddha land be adorned and all beings favored with the merits of our chanting. Please turn to page 66. The difficulty of retaining the sutra from chapter 11 to Open Secret Treasure. It is difficult to keep this sutra.
I shall be glad to see anyone keeping it even for a moment. So will all the other Buddhas. He will be praised by all the Buddhas. He will be a man of valor, a man of endeavor. He should be considered to have already observed the precepts and practice of Buddha. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads and recites this Sutta in the future is a true son of mine. He shall be considered to live on the state of purity and good. Anyone after my extinction who understands the meaning of this Sutta will be the light of the world of gods and men. Anyone who expounds this Sutta even for a moment in this dreadful world should be honored with offering by all gods and men.
Page 68, Golden Chain. I am a link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds. Knowing that what I do now depends on my happiness and misery. May every link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Please place your hands in God's show for today's cycle. We respectfully dedicate all our merits now gathered to the great benevolent teacher Shakyamuni, the eternal Buddha, to the supreme teaching, the Lotus Sutra, to the leader of the declining ladder age of the Dharma, our founder of the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shonin, and to the protective deities of the Dharma. May all beings under the heavens and within the four seas live in accordance with the wonderful Dharma. May the wonderful Dharma spread throughout the 10,000 years of the declining latter age of the Dharma. May we realize this world is the eternal Buddha's pure land. May peace permeate all the world and all beings enjoy peace and happiness. May all beings live in safety and live long without misfortune. May the peace and happiness last forever and all beings be prosperous. We pray that all beings awaken to the true nature of reality, which is the Buddha Dharma. May all beings of all realms be held equally, overcome suffering, and gain the happiness of blissful liberation through the merits of following the teachings of the Lotus Sutra. We pray for the spirits of our ancestors and for all the spirits of the universe. We especially pray for those in sickness and distress, We pray for all the victims of terrorism throughout the world and all the victims of fires, winds, floods, and other natural disasters through the world. We pray for Frank Hardaway, Martin Hardaway, Louis Dingler, for the people of Puerto Rico, Stacy Perdue, Lindsay, Anita Cohen, Dan Monheim, Maureen Frame, Christy Kazmarski, Tim Williams, Janet Williams, Richard Weinman, Misako Brainerd, Melissa Bowman, Michael Dean Ritchie, Manny Figueroa and Chabi, Aunt Bonnie Hours, Marjorie Hours, Gail Bull, Jay, Anna King, Annie McAndrew, Maureen, Joshin Cushman, Brutus Todd, Marissa, and Renee Hardaway, Melissa Schoaf, Madeline Schoaf, Julian Schoaf, Dennis Sullivan, Ashley and Sean Waldron, Monica Shim, Megan Shim, Clarence Shim, Nadine Morsch, David Normandin, Dirk Patton, Damien Reddick, Wendy Prevost, David Wellman, David and Yasuko Spence, Michael Nahar, Richard and Lynn Bigelow, George Sullivan, Robert Buchan. We also remember those in memoriam. We remember Amy and Maria Valentin, CP and Augustus Kroll, Albert Rivas and Yolanda Rivas, Elaine and Joe Winter, Terry Capewinsville, Mir Sensei, Harp Sensei, Jack Parker, Cosmo Jordan, Earl Scott, Cheryl Cushman, Aunt Barbara, Wayne, Ronnie Yogetsu Sullivan, Dennis Sullivan, members of the Show family, members of the Spo family, members of the Krasnowski family, members of the Benuski family, Michael Maffei, as well as Linda Williams, Charles Dolan, Helen Lawson, Dr. Peter Boehm, Maria Arajo, Donald Gregory, Tico, Josephine Frutuso Abad, Shay, Rilka, Ali, Uso, Scoop, Mi Chi, Stella Hitchcock, Rex, Beav, and Star, Janice Goudreau, Zen Master Ryokan Daigyu, the Morrissey family, the Bigelow family, the Sparks and Winter family, the Kroll family, the Craning family, the Cedar and Kobayashi family, the Jordan family, Mother of Juanita Young, Jean Knopp, Dietrich Hosick, Nicole O'Brien, Robert Magoon, James Conklin, Keith Fay, and Marty Fay. May we purify our minds, limit our desires, learn to be content. Feel free to experience the quiet, unassuming joys of life and learn to abandon all attachments formed in. It is my wish this week that all those who came to service will be able to go forth this week and apply their practice and their learning to their actions in society and to better help nurture the better natures of all beings that they come in contact with this week, and to realize that this truly is the Pure Land right here, right now. With this prayer, we endeavor to increase our understanding and appreciation of what others have given and contributed to us, and develop constant, mindful consideration of how our thoughts and actions will beneficially contribute to others. Amen. Please turn to page 77 and 78. Shigu Seigan, the Four Great Vows. Shujo Muhen Seigando.
Sentient beings are innumerable. I vow to save them all.
Onno Mushu Seigandan.
Our defilements are inexhaustible. I vow to quench them all.
Omon Mujin Seiganchi.
The Buddha's teachings are immeasurable. I vow to know them all.
Utsudo Mujo Seiganjo.
The way the Buddha designed itself. I vow to attain the path sublime.
With this body.
Until I attain Buddhahood, I shall hold my faith in the Lotus Sutra. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo.
Very well. Beautiful. Yuigansho. Shoeizan. Number 1 is remember us. Be where you like to come in your actions and places. Please place your hands and hold how you lean. We will end as we began with some meditation this time. Final meditation to feel sublime dharma and the precious. Thank you all very much for coming today, for practicing with us. I very much appreciate all of you. Please go forth this week and study and practice and put it into good use. Very much, and those of you tuned in today, thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, ladies, let's put out the candles and everything so very much. James. Here. Start. This is part of the martial arts.
Ah, okay. Kind of the same thing with the incense. Nathan's very proud of her music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, she didn't even flinch, she did drumming and everything.
Oh, good.
I like
No,
you.
no, that was you.
You're locked
Yeah,
in.
if I-
You want to make sure
Oh.
that the incense
I
goes
want to
out,
talk to you like,
but
Yeah, I
I
listened
have
to
all,
it.
I have all those.
I know, and it's like I just haven't, I haven't had the opportunity